Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube land? It is your girl, Pretty Sexy Jar the Brand, aka Stunner Stetson. And of course, you guys, we are back for another review of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 6, Episode 3, titled Love Seeks. And before I even get into the review, I just want to thank you all so much for the support and the views. Also, I would like to thank you guys for the likes as well. That means a lot to me. As well as I see we got some new assassin family that has joined along and tagged along. Welcome, 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 welcome. You are now an assassin and a silent but deadly ninja. And over here on my channel, y'all, we do reviews for popular reality TV, just different shows. Mostly my shows are just ensemble cast. And you know, it's 2025 and we getting this thing started off right. But I really do appreciate you all for, like I said, liking, commenting, viewing, and just subscribing to the channel. Thank y'all so much. And just kisses already. But yes, y'all, we are finna get into Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 6, Episode 3, titled Love Sick. And our opening scene is after Shay gets the information from Zoe about Fabo may possibly have a child with Zoe's sister. And baby, Shay left the event, got in the car, and was hitting it in that Tesla, baby. When I say she was hitting it, she was hitting it. Shay got home, got out them shoes, baby, in that dress. Y'all should have seen Shay. It was like a full force storm. But baby, she goes in. Fabo is sitting on the couch, and I think he's playing like the game, and he is trying to figure out what is going on with Shay. Because let me see something. From the time Shay has got in that house, she has been hollering his name because she's trying to find out where he is so she can ask him to see what's going on. And when she finally does find him playing the game, he's looking very confused and trying to figure out why she's upset. And Shay pretty much tells him that, you know, she knows that he's been talking to somebody else, and that person is saying that she's pregnant by him. And Fabo is just looking like really, really crazy. And he's like, he's never even met this girl in person. He don't know what she's talking about. And Shay said, well, obviously she can't be making this up. She gotta be talking to somebody. And baby, Fabo says, you know, yes, now him and the girl have had conversation, but conversation they had was about doing his hair, not anything else. Not him, you know, actually being with her, them actually meeting in person. And baby, Shay is like, we gonna get to the bottom of this. We gonna figure this out, cause some ain't right. Some just ain't sitting right in the tea, in the Kool-Aid, in the water. And baby, I'm with Shay. Some ain't. Something's not, cause how one person telling me this and then you telling me, I gotta watch you. But y'all, we go from that scene to our next scene, and it is Angela and Derek. And baby, you know, they are out at the beach. Derek is out swimming in the Miami water. Angela is getting her a massage out. No, they're just relaxing, taking in the sun. And you know, this is our first time seeing Angela and Derek since they have left Los Angeles and came to Miami. And baby, you know, the vibes is vibing, the energy is giving. And you know, Derek gets out of the water, and he comes and he sits down with Angela after she finishes up her massage. And you know, they just have a moment and they reflect on how beautiful the scenery is, how beautiful the atmosphere, and how, you know, they can tell that they are having a good time out in Miami. And I am loving to see that. And you know, Angela asks Derek, is he excited, you know, about meeting his friends, and you know, doing a reunion, basically just getting back together, doing like what they used to do back in the day when Derek was staying in Miami, which was like, you know, club party promotions. And you know, Derek says yes, he is, and you can tell him and Angela are just having like this very intimate conversation where, you know, she's on her road to sobriety, and what she hasn't drunk in months, but she's on this journey of where she's just not on a certain path in life anymore. And I like the fact that Derek is very respectful of it, and he says, he's keeps everything to a limit, and he tries not to do it around Angela, and he just loves her. And then they also talked about how her business is doing in Los Angeles, her salon, how everything's going with the kids back at home, and like her business and everything's just doing good. And I'm honestly loving Angela's and Derek's vibe because they are a very transparent couple on camera, and I like that. I like that to see that. Y'all, then we get into our next scene, in which it is Amara at her job, which is a daytime talk show, kind of like The View, where it is women of different cultures speaking, giving their opinions in the backgrounds of events that are currently happening in the world. And while Amara is she sees a familiar face in the audience, which is Marlon's Flo's husband. And Amara's kind of shocked that he's there, and she's trying to figure out why. So the show comes to an end. They end the set, and Amara, say goodbye to her co-host, and then she walks over and she speaks to Marlon, and Marlon gives Amara flowers, and he tells her congratulations on her new job, and all the moves that she's making and doing. And Amara is asking Marlon, like, hey Marlon, what are you doing here? And Marlon does get straight to the point. He says, well, Flo told me y'all got into it, and that you attacked her, and that you also said that I was flirting with you and trying to talk to you. And Marlon was like, I don't recall that. And Amara was like, so you don't recall trying to flirt with me at Flo's other event, trying to get me to come in, and like you were complimenting me? And Marlon says he doesn't recall, but we kind of get a flashback, and we actually see Marlon was kind of flirting with Amara, but also kind of seems like he was being nice. So it depends on how you look at it from your lens of the view of that eye. But Marlon was just there, and he was trying to talk, and he was like, well, he also was trying to understand why would she attack Flo. And Amara says that she did not attack Flo, that Flo actually is the one that got up and got physical with her, and she was just defending herself. But she doesn't understand why Flo was trying to attack her when she was the one that was engaged to someone, and Flo knew it, and how the situation played out. And honestly, Marlon just tells Amara that, well, he's not trying to do any of that because he's trying to work things out with Flo, and he's doing what he can around the house, to let her know that he wants her back. And he's just like, he don't want any of this to go on, but he does let Amara know that if she needs a friend or someone to talk to or someone there for her, that she can reach out to him. And y'all, I appreciate that. I mean, it's just a nice human gesture. I don't think any more can come from that. But Amara says, she may take Marlon up on that offer because she knows it's going to piss off Flo. But anyway, y'all, we get onto our next scene. And baby, it is Eliza. And baby, Eliza has showed up to her daughter's house because her daughter just gave birth to her granddaughter. And she actually had her granddaughter prematurely. And right now she's in the iniquium. If I'm not saying it right, please excuse me. But she's at the hospital. And, Eliza says her and her daughter, have always kind of had like this kind of weird, distant relationship or whatever. And, she's doing what she can to make up. And she's actually stopping by today to drop some stuff off for the baby and to just sit down and talk to her daughter. And honestly, I don't really know much about Eliza, but I can say this. her story so far of what I'm seeing is very relatable to probably a lot of mothers and daughters who have a very estranged relationship. And I feel like it kind of is a opening segment and probably can actually be a healing journey for a lot of women if they are tuning in and watching this show, and then they also are kind of in a place like Eliza and her daughter. But like I said, Eliza comes in, her daughter opens the door, and Eliza's first comment is, "Baby, daughter, what is you doing? Why is it not clean in here?" And her daughter pretty much shares, like, "Mom, I'm tired." She's like, "I just finished pumping. I was gonna clean up, you know." And they talk about the baby, and Eliza asks her, can she see a picture of the baby? And her daughter, of course, shares the picture. And then they actually have a conversation about their relationship. And her daughter shares that she's upset because her mother did not throw her the baby shower. And Eliza says, "Well, you had the baby early, and so I couldn't throw the baby shower because most baby showers had around 7 months, and you went into labor at 7 months." So she says, "I'm sorry about that, but how about this? We can do a push party instead to celebrate, you and having a baby and her being here." And her daughter does agree to having this party, and Eliza seems to be very excited, and she says she's going to start planning and getting things together. So I like that. That was a very good scene, very intimate. And so, y'all, then we move to our next scene, and it is our girl Hot Topic, and she is meeting up with Trina brother Snoop, and to catch up and to see if he can fill her in on about what's going on with Trina and Swerve. And baby, it gets down to the nitty gritty. Snoop shares with Hot Topic that he pulled up on Trina and Swerve, and they were actually at a video shoot for a new song that they were doing together. And Hot Topic was like, "Wait, what? I didn't know he did music." And Snoop was like, "I didn't know he did music either." But he then also shares that Swerve told him that it was Trina's idea and that Trina was pushing him to get in the. And Hot Topic says that she finds that very interesting. And she really is concerned about, Swerve's motives and intentions with Trina. And, she also heard from his baby mama. And, Snoop shares with her that, hey, baby, she should just stay out of it. Let Trina and Swerve kind of focus on their relationship and, see what comes forth about it. And Hot Topic says, she cares about Trina and she just doesn't want anything bad to happen. And also, like I said, Snoop did confirm that they were married for Hot Topic. And then the next thing, we get into our next scene, and it is Amara receiving a text from Trick about he had surgery and he is in the hospital. And Amara actually shows up because she says, she hasn't talked to anyone and she's actually going through a lot. And, to receive a text message from Trick and him saying that he was in the hospital, she knew she had to go be there for Trick because, Trick is someone who she always talks to and has a close relationship with, or built a very close relationship with when she was engaging with Safari. And, Amara and Trick having a conversation, and Amara shares with Trick what has been going on, what's been happening in her life. And Trick also shares with Amara, not to push people away because he realized being in that hospital by himself, he's pushed so many people away that he realized that he needs to stop pushing people away out of fear that they were going to harm him or hurt him emotionally or abandon him. And, he said this is like a wake-up call for him. And he says he wants to let Amara know don't end up in that type of situation, being somewhere alone and no one's there for her. And I really like that because it is a very true statement. You know, sometimes as people, we can try to protect ourselves so much that we'll end up pushing people away. And when we really need people, no one will be there. So, y'all, we get into our next scene, and it is Derek and his lady, Angela, and baby Derek is hosting an event out here in these Miami streets, and it is lit, it is packed. Trina and Swerve are there, and you know, Trina says, yes, someone has made her marriage public, but you know, she's not going to discuss that right now. She's there to celebrate, turn up, have fun, and support Derek because he worked on her with her project, and you know, he's a good dude. And of course, she is cool with China. So, you know, it's a good vibe, good mixture. And you know, Derek is hosting, the crowd is lit, they having a good time. And then, you know, he stops for a minute, and him and Angela walk over, and they speak to Trina and Swerve, and they have a conversation. And you know, it's all smiles, it's love. The men dapping it up, the girls are chatting. Angela and Trina are talking about music, you know, about her new sound, which way she's gonna go now, in with music and how things are changing. And Trina was like, yes, we ought to do a session, get together, sit down in the studio. And baby, the next thing you know, we see pop up on our screen, it's Bobby Lights. And Bobby says, of course, you know, he's out to support Derek because, you know, as well, he knows Derek from working with Trina. And also he knows Angela was going to be there. And, you know, it's a good thing because they're going to, like, get a chance to catch up and talk because he hasn't seen them since he was in Los Angeles at Angela's event. So it's kind of like good to see them again since they have made it their way to Miami. And, baby, it is giving the vibes, the tease. Angela actually comes over and her and Bobby start to talk, and Angela asks Bobby what he's having, and Bobby tells her he's having a mocktail. Angela said, well, she's gonna have one too because it's like a non-alcoholic beverage. And he shares that, you know, he is also trying to get himself on the stage of sobriety and soberness, and you gotta appreciate that. And Angela says she's proud to hear that and see that. And you know, Angela asks Bobby, is he going to speak to his cousin Trina? And Bobby shares with Angela, you know, he just found out they were married. He doesn't know really what to say. And then that, you know, things have kind of been distant between him and Trina since she's been with Swerve. But Angela actually encourages him to go over there and talk to her, go speak, and, you know, probably set a lunch date. And Bobby, of course, he says, I don't know, but, you know, Angela just pushes him and not pushes him, but, you know, encourages him to go. And Bobby actually walks over and he actually talks to Trina and Swerve. And, you know, he congratulates them on the marriage and says, you know, they should go have lunch, do catch up, and walks off. And that was that. And, you know, that was kind of interesting to see. And then we get into our next scene, y'all. And it is Amara. And Amara's car will not start. And her mom has called her saying that she has had to take one of the twins to the hospital. And she says she couldn't think of no one to call to help her. And the only person that came to mind was Marlon. And because Marlon was already at her house working on some things, why not call? And, you know, Marlon did come and Marlon pulled up. Marlon was like, what's going on? What's happening? And Amara shares, you know, she's stressed out. Her car won't start. She needs to get to the emergency room because her mother's called her about the twins. And, you know, so much is going on with her and her personal relationship with her baby's father. And it's like a lot is on her shoulders. And Marlon shares with Amara, you know, that she is a good mom and don't let any of these things stress her out. And, you know, to feel wanted and needed. He's something he hasn't felt in a very long time. And so to actually feel wanted actually kind of reminds him of where he was at one point in time with Flo. And he just tells Amara, everything's going to work out between the twins and their father with her and their relationship, and everything's going to work out with life, because guess what? She's a good mom. She's a good person. And he just wants her to understand, it's nothing she can't do or out of her control. And then, baby, we get to our next scene. And it is Eliza. And, baby, she has thrown a party for her daughter, her push party. And, baby, the event is nice. And actually, come to find out, Eliza has actually bought her daughter a brand new car. She actually got her a Tesla, baby. Okay. For my push gift for having your granddaughter. I see you. The event, like I said, is lovely. It's full of balloons, full of friends and family. Our first guest we see is Miami Tip. And, Miami Tip shares, her and Eliza had little issues last year, about comments and statements that were made. And, her and Eliza are in a better place now. And, she is there in support and, show love. Then, baby, we see our girl Zoe, Estelita, Amara. Baby, the girls is coming. The party is coming together. And we are having a good time. So the girls are standing around. And, they're all catching up, talking and chatting. And, Estelita and Eliza share with Zoe that they did meet up with Flo and that Gael was there. And they let Amara know, they just told Flo and Gael that they got her back and nothing's gonna happen. They get into it with Amara, they into it with them. And baby, the conversation was just so gaggy. Then Zoe shares, with the ladies that her sister is pregnant by Shay's man. And baby, everybody is gassed and in awe, because they wait, hold on, wait. But, Zoe says they're going to try to sit down, meet, and talk. And Eliza shares with Zoe that, Shay likes to throw when she gets upset. She likes to throw things when she gets angry. And she's just I'm going to give you the heads up and give you the 411. And then, as the party is happening, Eliza's daughter has not arrived. And Eliza is trying to figure out where she's at. People are asking Eliza, where's her daughter? And, she's like, I don't know. I'm calling her. I'm texting her. And then we get from Eliza's manager, Van, a scene saying that she says that she is not coming to the party. And he also shares with production and the green screen via text message that she says she is not coming because she is going to show her mother how it feels to show the world who she really is. And baby, Eliza flips out, tells everybody they got to go. The party's over. It's done. She not coming. She's over it. She's not finna keep going through this. Baby, it turns into a show. And I honestly know the hurt that she's feeling, but it's also her daughter feels the same hurt. So it's this relationship in somehow, some way has to be fixed, has to be amended. And Miami Tip even comes outside to try to talk to Eliza, to tell her hey, the party, the gifts, this not gonna make up for that. Being accountable is gonna make up for that. And Eliza said, I've already been accountable. I've already done the best I can. I've already did the best I could do. What more can I do? And Tip says just probably be there. And baby, Eliza walks off, and we close off from there, and we get into our closing scene. And baby, it is Zoe, and we are at her shoot, and it is actually her putting out, making new images for her upcoming project and beauty line. And baby, Shay and Fabo are coming to meet up with Zoe and her sister. And baby, this is fit to be very, very interesting. So while Zoe's at her shoot, like I said, Shay and Fabo pull up, they walk in. Zoe asked the photographer, if they could stop a minute so she could go talk to Shay and Fabo. And, she speaks, they speak, and, they's like, can we get the screen up? Because Zoe's sister's not there in person because of the simple fact that Zoe was already informed Shay likes to throw things, and about her sister being pregnant. She didn't want anything being thrown at her for, what was going to come out and be told. So as we get to the scene, in the moment of the scene where they get Zoe's sister up on the screen, Fabo immediately was like, so we've met in person. He was like, so you pregnant by me? And she was like, Fabo, you already know what our relationship is, and we've been talking and conversating. And Shay was hollering, and baby, Zoe was like, wait, we're not gonna holler at my sister. We're gonna let them talk like they always talk. We're gonna let her say her piece, because she's pregnant, and he is the father, or, the father of the baby. And Fabo said, so I'm the baby's father, so you pregnant by me. Fabo said, how? We've never even met in person. We only talked on the DMs. And she was like, Fabo, we've talked, we've had phone conversations. And then as the things digress and happen, actually come to find out, Zoe's sister has never seen Fabo in person. They've never even been intimate. She's not even pregnant, and Zoe's like, wait a minute, girl, wait, what? You're not pregnant? You didn't, what? So Zoe, Zoe was like, so what did I do this for? What is all this for? Why did you tell me you was pregnant by this man? Well, and she shares, it's because, they were talking and texting, and he kind of just stopped responding to her and acting like she was not existent. And baby, Shay was like, okay, we can go, proof in the pudding, girl, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Your sister a liar, my man ain't never. It got so heated, y'all, that things even got to almost getting physical between Shay and Zoe, and just words and verbal exchange. Baby, Love and Hip Hop Miami season 6 episode 3, Love 6. Y'all doing the thing, okay? Y'all is doing y'all thing, Miami. That's all I can say about Love and Hip Hop. Y'all, it is me, your girl, Pretty Sexy Jar the Brand, aka Snotter the Assassin. Oh my gosh, y'all. Tell me in the comments what y'all been thinking about Love and Hip Hop Miami. Please, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, comment below, y'all. Please, let's get the engagement. I definitely want to talk to my community, want to talk to my people, want to hear y'all thoughts on the show. Y'all, into my next review, which will be episode 4 of Love and Hip Hop Miami season 6. Like I said before, it has been your girl, Pretty Sexy Jar the Brand, aka Snotter the Assassin. Y'all be blessed, be careful, and kisses. She out.